everyone! Hello, I'm Paolo del Rosario. Let's get you up to speed with some news that you could use right now.
Hello there, beautiful people. I'm Anne Asis-Carilo. It is Friday the 13th, but don't worry, we'll make it a lucky day for you with a whole lot of energy, good vibes, and inspiration.
Hey, I'm Monique Tuzon. We're here to bring you more fun to your mornings. Now join us in the next hour for stories and conversations that matter.
I'm excited for today simply because we're gonna have a bit of a blast from the past here today. Because kanina, we spent literally the last 10 minutes before the show trying to introduce Monique to what was one of the more iconic movies in the 80s dito sa Pilipinas.
Yeah.
Right? We were talking about Bagets this morning.
I don't know what that is. I have to watch it later.
And the funny thing is, that's not my generation, obviously. I wasn't even a thought.
Okay, ako na.
I wasn't even a thought to my parents. But then the funny thing is, I know about Bagets because my dad would talk about it.
So
a
is it
lot
like
growing up.
a Filipino household classic? Like every Filipino knows this
Yeah,
movie?
it's like Direk had a great analogy. It's like breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yeah.
Right? I guess if you're going to make an analogy to the Philippines. Pero apart from that, we also have a lot to talk about. Speaking about growing up, we're also going to be talking about bullying later on. Of course, it's a big issue in general. You would know as a parent for sure.
Oh yeah, and I've experienced this firsthand. Myself, I was bullied when I was young. So it's nice that we're talking about this now and addressing this issue. The parents should be involved in these kinds of cases.
And then we'll also address the bullies like Mo. Kasi obviously...
Wow! I know.
She's bullying us. I mean, like every other episode.
Says the bully himself.
I feel attacked.
Alam mo, ganyan yung mga...
Arte?
Actually, the bullies are like that. They're feeling pa-victim.
Yeah, like you.
Anong ginagawa?
You know what?
I'm
Right
running
now-
my business.
Right now, we should just check on the situation in some major roads in Metro Manila at this hour. This is the eastbound portion of Commonwealth Avenue in Quezon City. As you can see on the left side of your screens, vehicles going to Sandigan Bayan. Still a good time to drive. The innermost lane is dedicated to that counterflow for vehicles heading to Quezon Memorial Circle or UP Diliman. That starts from Tandagsora all the way to Philcoa. On the right side of your screens are vehicles going to the Quezon Memorial Circle. Light to moderate traffic still at this time. Now here's a live traffic situation along EDSA White Plains. On the left side of your screens are vehicles going to Shaw Boulevard. On the right side are vehicles headed to Cubao. Light traffic on the right side of your screens. Moderate traffic on the left side. So wherever you are, guys, if you're just about to leave your homes, drive safe and always keep a cool head. The expanded vehicle number coding scheme is in full swing. It is a Friday, so vehicles with license plates ending in 9 and 0 should be off the road right now till 10 a.m. and later again from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Let's take a look at our weather report. Be ready for possible rains later on today. The country remains storm-free and we can look forward to generally fair weather conditions. But Pag-asa says we can expect some downpour because of the prevailing weather systems in the country. One, in the south, there is the Intertropical Convergence Zone, or ITCZ, that's bringing cloudy skies and scattered rains to Basilan, Sulu, Tawi-Tawi, and other places in that area. Places like the Ilocos and Cordillera regions, the Mountain Province and Central Luzon can expect light rains due to the northeast monsoon or hanging amihan. The easterlies are the other weather system we're talking about that are causing scattered rains and isolated rain showers to the rest of the country, including the Bicol region, Quezon, and Metro Manila. So don't forget to stay hydrated and prepare for potentially humid conditions later on in the day. Sunset, by the way, will be at 5:29, a bit early, so if you want to go catch that, go to the Bay early and enjoy that sunset. Tune in to Weather HQ later on at 9 a.m. for updates, whatever the weather, only here on BNC, the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Now let's talk some serious business because President Bongbong Marcos warns of consequences for illegal pogos. Mr. Marcos says they will face the full force of the law should they attempt to extend their operations. The Pogos' license to operate will expire on Sunday, December 15. The chief executive says the administration will not let pogos thrive again because it has become a den of criminals. President Marcos also says he hopes the country will be pogo-free before year-end.
A wake-up call, according to Senate President Cheese Escudero, as PhilHealth should be alarmed over the Senate's decision to remove its 74 billion pesos subsidy in the 2025 national budget. Escudero explains the state medical insurer must use its reserve funds of 600 billion pesos. He adds PhilHealth's reserve funds are in excess because the agency only needs 50 billion pesos to pay the premium of those unemployed and 20 billion pesos for those seeking additional benefits. The Senate President says he is wondering why PhilHealth needs more funds if they do not spend the money meant for its members. The agency is seeking 150 billion pesos for funds for 2025.
The Philippine National Police and Armed Forces of the Philippines assure they are willing to risk their lives for the safety of high-ranking government officials. This after the Vice President declared her lack of trust in the security being provided to her. Francis Falve tells us the story.
I do not feel secure. Yes, nagpadala ako ng letter sa Chief of Staff ng Armed Forces of the Philippines. Pinakauna doon is hindi na kami tatanggap, hindi na ako tatanggap ng replacements. So kung magtanggal sila, hindi na nila i-replace. Iwan na lang nila kung ano yung maiwan. And kung wala mang maiwan dahil tatanggalin nila lahat, I already said that I will seek security arrangements outside of the Armed Forces of the Philippines already.
Following Vice President Sara Duterte's statement yesterday, AFP spokesperson Colonel Francel Margaret Padilla confirmed that the Vice President had indeed sent a letter to AFP Chief of Staff General Romeo Brunner. However, she had not yet seen the letter, and General Brunner has not made any statements about it. But the AFP emphasized that they have not and will not abandon the Vice President.
So yung mga tropa po natin na nandyan sa Presidential Security Command, they have undergone the necessary training in order to perform their mandate to the letter of protecting the highest leaders of the land, no, from harm and embarrassment. So hindi po kami magdi-detail ng walang kakayanan na gampanan po ang ganyang mission.
The PNP also gave assurance after being requested by the AFP to assign 25 personnel to the BP-SPG.
That's sad to hear na hindi po tayo pinagtitiwalaan, but we want to assure our Vice President and those individuals engaging the services po ng ating PSP. Like I said earlier, we want to focus on our mandate, and one of our mandate is to provide security doon po sa ating mga protectees. At yun ang ikukumit natin sa kanila na kapag nagbigay po tayo ng PSP sa ating mga protectees po, sisiguraduhin po natin na ibubuwis po ng mga security forces yung buhay po nila para protektahan po yung kanilang prinsipal.
The PNP spokesperson also noted that the law allows civilian and elected government officials to hire private detective agencies. However, it remains the mandate of the Presidential Security Command, a unit of the AFP, to provide security for the Vice President and her family. Francis Polbe, BNC.
Overall in the sports, the UP Fighting Maroons ready to play in full force come Game 3 of the UAAP Season 87 Men's Basketball Finals. The UAAP says it will not suspend UP's Raylan Torres for the crucial game. Torres accumulated 2 unsportsmanlike fouls in Game 2 against De La Salle. The league, though, explains the nature of the second foul allowed Torres to become available for UP. Torres was ejected in Game 2 Wednesday after he attempted to stop a fast break run by La Salle CJ Austria late in the final quattro. All eyes will be on the winner-take-all showdown between La Salle and UP on Sunday, December 15. Former UAAP champion and La Salle team captain Andre Caracot tells the scorecard, three-point shooting will make the big difference in the high-stakes affair.
Hindi mo alam kung ano, match talaga sila eh. Pero kung sino siguro makakashoot ng 3 points, with UP, pag nakashoot sila ng 3 points, lumalayo sila. And pag makashoot naman yung La Salle ng 3 points, malaki factor din sa kanila. Nasushoot ni Kevin eh. Yun yung risk na ginawa niya. Talagang, siyempre, pag tumitira ka, may chance na talaga eh.
Over in international football, the Philippines gets their ASEAN Mitsubishi Cup campaign underway with a 1-1 draw against Myanmar yesterday, December 12, at the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. Wang Lin opens up the scoring for the visitors Myanmar with a free kick in the 25th minute, but Bjorn Christensen makes an equalizer through a second-half penalty to salvage a draw for the Philippines. The men's national team will travel to Vientiane for their away game against Laos on Sunday, December 15.
Now, in entertainment news, a congratulations is in order as American pop star Selena Gomez announces her engagement with American record producer Benny Blanco. More and more celebrities pour in their congratulations as well. One of them, Taylor Swift, who commented on Selena's IG post, "Yes, I will be the flower girl." Her comment got over 1 million likes. Jennifer Aniston commented as well, saying, "Honey, congratulations, sweet mama." Gordon Ramsay sent his regards as well. "It must be the cooking," he wrote. And Lily Collins overjoyed over what she says is the best news ever. "Couldn't be happier for you both," she wrote. Gomez and Blanco went public with a relationship a year ago, and they collaborated in multiple songs, including Single Soon and I Can't Get Enough. Blanco co-wrote hit songs for industry giants like Rihanna, Katy Perry, and Britney Spears. They're so cute.
Yeah, that is the most beautiful engagement ring I've ever seen.
Yeah,
So
same.
pretty.
I zoomed in on it.
Yeah.
I said, now I know what to show my boyfriend. How many carats is that? It's probably 4 or 5.
Pressure.
Now I know what to show Tam.
Sorry, Tam.
I saw
I'm
it.
so sorry.
Pressure si Tam. Oh my gosh.
Dahil sa show namin, ang laki tuloy ng engagement
Buti na
ring
lang
na
he doesn't
kailangan mo.
watch our show. He's busy. So
He doesn't watch. No, we'll send him the clip. We'll send him this clip.
Yeah,
for
they're
sure.
all
Look at
send it
that.
to
Look at that,
him.
Pao. Oh.
This is what he gets for waiting so long to propose. Ayan, I waited for the best
Pao,
ring
may
I've
idea
seen.
ka na din ah.
No,
Ganyan
I
ang
was
gusto
going to
niya.
say-
Listen,
I was gonna
MJ
say the-
probably wants to.
The Rock is as big as her nails, okay? It's
Actually, it's
No.
so beautiful. I saw it. I zoomed.
Maybe that was the intention.
Yeah, maybe,
Should be
perhaps. As
long
big as the
nails.
nails.
Yes,
Pwede ba
yes.
siya mag-nail cutter muna bago ang bubunin ng ano?
Hindi. No.
But oh nga eh, sorry ha. Like,
Congratulations.
how do we make it cheaper? No, but congratulations to them. Of course, Benny Blanco is a part of Philippine culture because of his takes of Jollibee.
Yeah, the chicken
Padala tayo ng
wings.
Jollibee din.
Abby Marquez has a lot to say about that.
Abby Marquez, eating spaghetti
But
in
you know what?
dangerous situations.
I've always been a Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez fan.
Actually, me too. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But I
That was-
do love
really.
JB
To be
and
fair, that was
Selena.
literally how many years ago? Like,
I
if you
mean, we
look
grew
back.
up with them.
Yeah, exactly. Grabe.
That's why.
But then this is them growing up.
Yeah. Speaking of looking back, you know,
Exactly.
that's what we're going to be having.
Segue, sorry.
That's what we're going to be having after the show. So you guys need to stick around. You might know her from the 80s cult classic Bagets and in critically acclaimed film Honor Thy Father. She's a household name in Philippine television, constantly appearing in teleseryes and dramas. We will chat with her later on the show. Yayo Aguila joins us live after the break. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. We have an exciting guest this morning, one of the Philippines' sought-after actresses with a long list of movies and teleseries, including the 2023 MMFF entry Firefly and her breakout movie Bagets. We're catching up with Yayo Aguila this morning and perhaps know more than what we see on screen. It's a beautiful day, Yayo. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. It's nice to be here. Nice to wake up early.
It's nice to wake up early.
So I like working early
Oh,
than working late.
you are the very first guest who actually said that you love waking up early,
that's the
you
secret
love
of your
working early.
beauty.
Nah?
Baka that's her secret of her beauty.
I know,
Waking up
right?
early.
I mean,
No,
all
because
throughout the years, she
the
looks
one thing that I
timeless.
look forward to, when you wake up early, you get to rest early also. Like, when I get home, I can go back to sleep.
Okay.
Sarap.
Sadly,
Tama
that's
yun.
not the case for
Sorry
us.
for you guys. Sorry.
But that's okay. No, Flashback Friday tayo ngayon because we're going back to the 80s, something that I love doing. Your breakout film was the cult film Bagets, right?
Yeah.
Blow it up. I have to sing that. Yeah, right, diba? Miss Yayo?
No, I understood that. I like that. I
Hindi
enjoyed
lang
that.
siya kakanta, pero tayo lang yung kakanta. But anyway, let's talk about your experience doing that movie. I know that was a long time ago, but for the sake of Monique, who, is not familiar with the movie, let's tell her all about it.
Well, we're celebrating our 40th year
Yeah.
this year.
40th.
Because that was
84.
We did it 83 and it was shown 84, early 84.
Grabe!
40
Ganun
years
nakatagal,
ago.
40 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Akala ko nga we're gonna have like something like a special, or not really a movie or a TV show, but something like that. But didn't happen, so I guess
There was
okay
a
lang.
reunion in the past, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Raymond Lauchenko had a concert
Yeah.
a few weeks ago, so we were there. Wait, we weren't complete, but Aga was there, Yula was there, I was there, Cheska, and Cheska Inigo and Ramon Christopher. They were from Bagets too, but we're still friends up to now.
It's talking about that generation in particular kasi obviously I was not alive when that movie came out. I'm so sorry. But then at the same time, I talked to people who did watch it, including my dad, my mom, and yung impact ng Bagets in general, sobrang long-lasting the legacy. Nagulat ka ba? That's the type of legacy left behind. That until today, people still talk about it, people still enjoy it and look back at it.
I know. Nung time that after we did the movie, wala pa, medyo quiet pa. When we were promoting it, talagang, kasi I was 16 and then the boys were like 14, 16. Same, ganun yung
They're
age
babies,
range namin. We were like wondering how come yung mga tao nagkakagulo, we were inside a coaster, tapos gumagalaw na yung coaster. Kasi, pero we weren't expecting anything like that. We just did the movie, we had fun, we made friends, and then that was it. Tapos nag-hit yung movie because of the songs and the outfits
Yeah.
that we
100%.
wore then.
Is there a favorite moment shooting Baguettes that you have? Most memorable?
I think I would say there was a scene kasi there, yung parang prom. So we were all there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was fun kasi yung age na yun, di ba, you're making new friends, tapos first movie ko din yun, marami sa amin first yun. So, masaya. And the best part is yung up to now, people are talking about it. And I'm really grateful kasi parang, wow, that was 40
nagkaroon pa
years
ng
ago.
sequel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the amazing thing is that we're talking about something from 1984, but until today, you're still going strong. You're still not a lot of people last long in the industry. Like, to be completely honest, diba? Kasi some people, minsan mainit and then after that, it goes away and then never comes back. Pero para sa'yo, anong sekreto ng longevity mo in this career? And of course, tips for those who want to last as long in the media industry as well.
Every time I'm asked that question, alay ko naman sinasabi, siguro makulit lang ako mag-pray at mag-ask ng kung ano-ano kay God. Kaya siguro nandito pa rin ako. That's why when I wake up every day of my life, I'm always grateful na nandito pa rin ako. Kasi not a lot of people in our industry gets to be that blessed.
Yes, that is
Sana
true.
lahat
That is true.
ganun. So I'm thankful. Yun lang yun. At saka kasi I always tell people, yung mga gusto mag-artista, yung marami na kasi ngayon na napapag-usapan na yung, yung parang sabi nila, term sa showbiz, na ilawan ka lang spotlight,
minsan may problem sa work
feeling
ethics.
ka na. So yung may
Work
attitude
ethics.
ba,
Yes,
ganyan.
yes.
So sana walang ganun kasi you have to love the people that you work with. You have to love your job. Kasi not everyone gets that opportunity. So, kailangan maging grateful ka, maging thankful ka sa lahat ng blessings.
Speaking of blessings, you are blessed. You have a lot of projects, right? You've done a lot of movies, not just movies, but also teleseryes, right? Is there a particular project that is your most favorite?
Actually, sa top ng head ko, I would say number 1 is Bagman. I don't know if you saw that.
What's his name? Arjo.
Arjo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's my number 1. And then also I did Jimmick with Camille Prats,
Yeah.
Angelica
My
Panganiban.
God, classic!
Oo, when they were in their teens.
Yeah.
So that show lasted for more than a year. Pero masaya because we built a family. Na hanggang ngayon, we're still like all in touch with each other.
Oh, nice.
And then, kaya nakakatawa, kaya gusto ko yung show na yun kasi super relaxed lang kami doon. And then, tas na hanggang ngayon, up to now nagta-trending siya sa TikTok or, di ba? Tapos, it's nice to like, parang reminisce, ganyan. Kakatuwa. Tsaka, yung generation na nanonood nung Gmic na yun, nagsisend pa rin sila ng messages to me or to Camille. May group sila.
Yes,
So,
yes.
You know, it feels like it's sometimes it's not just about siguro yung product that comes out of it, but then when you do projects, how big are the connections that you build while making the projects that actually make them more memorable para sa'yo?
Your friendships.
yung friendship, yung family.
Yeah.
Minsan kasi hindi na lang friendship, it's family.
Yeah.
Diba? Family outside your home, your
Yeah.
real family. So, yun yung takeaway ko after every project.
Yeah.
Yung, kasi may mga sinasabi nga sila na showbiz friends na friends lang kayo pag nasa set kayo. Pero ako, I really wanna maintain that friendship outside taping.
Yeah.
Sino ang mga best friends mo sa industry?
Actually, si Aiko,
Okay.
si Pops, and then yun, I saw the picture si Camille.
Yeah.
Si Camille Prats kasi, well, favorite ko talagang baby yan. Kasi,
Okay.
di ba, because of Gmic.
Yeah, yeah.
Tapos,
Ano ba parang magka-age lang kayo ni Camille Prats?
tapos si Pauline, si Sherilyn, nagkaroon kasi kami ng teleserye before. So kami four yung girls. Tapos na-maintain na namin yung friendship na yun. At saka yung bond na yun. Talagang super, kahit you don't see each other, diba yun yung friendship, even if in distance, you're still friends. When you see each other, parang,
Even after the project, you still get in touch
exactly.
with each other.
Hanggang ngayon.
diba?
Nakakatawa lang kasi ako yung oldest sa kanila. Tapos si Camille, lagi kong daughter sa mga
Yeah.
shows. Pero, magbarkada kami.
Well, you
So,
don't look the oldest.
Sabi ko nga,
Yeah, you guys
age
look
yung
the
si
same
Camille.
thank you, thank you.
Well, I want to actually ask you a kind of controversial
Uy.
question.
Uy,
Let's wake up our
controversial.
viewers. Well, Anne asked you kanina, what's your favorite project to work on? I want to know what's the project that you hated working on.
Well,
that you well, I guess
I think let's word it differently.
Like
Like,
a project that you
that was
had
a
a,
bit
hard
difficult.
time
Yeah.
doing.
Oh my gosh.
ang hirap nun eh.
Ang hirap.
Actually, no, because the reason why I want to reword it differently is because minsan it's not, the more difficult projects are actually the more memorable
The
ones.
more
eh.
challenging
The more
project.
challenging one
Yeah.
kasi iba yung samahan eh.
Yes.
After
The
eh.
most challenging
Most challenging
project for
one
you.
for you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Challenging but
Rewarding.
Rewarding. During the pandemic, naka-lock in kami.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was away from my for my kids for 8 months.
What were you doing?
Niña.
Ah, okay.
That's right.
So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
were in Dolores, Quezon, and
Okay.
I was there for 8 months. But I got to go home. Like, we had breaks.
Okay.
But that was difficult kasi I was away from my children. And I was never away from my children kahit matatandaan. So I was never away for a long time. So it was difficult. But it was very rewarding and it was such a blessing kasi I built a family. I made friends. So
Yeah.
you were stuck with each other. So, hindi kami working people lang. We were a family then.
Yeah,
So, ang
I-
hirap nung maghihiwalay na kami.
And the funny thing is kasi the production restrictions during the
Yes, ang
pandemic
dami.
was
Very strict.
insane.
Yeah, super insane, yes.
I mean, I don't know how it was for when it would be shooting teleserye. My own personal experience during the pandemic, calling basketball games, we were locked in a room that was the size of a shoebox practically. Na kaming dalawa lang. And then kapag if one of us turns out to be positive or had a contact, then all of a sudden you're locked away for like 2 weeks. What was siguro the toughest situation that you had to encounter sa
Yung-
production niyo?
Sa production, well, we were housed kunyari, kami, 3 artista kami in one house. So maraming houses kasi ang dami namin
Yeah,
ng cast.
yeah.
So, 3 kami, 3 na girls, 3 actresses in one house. Pero, syempre, ang hirap din kasi mayat maya, you had to take the antigen test.
Yeah.
Tapos, di ba, minsan hindi ka naman din pwede na to talk to anyone, like,
Right,
be
yes.
close. May social distancing pa rin until further notice from the production. Yun yung pinakamahirap doon. Tapos nakalock in kayo sa house. Siyempre nasa probinsya ka, parang ako kasi I want to go around. I wanted to go around, pero hindi pwede.
Yeah. And feeling mo pwede kasi there's a lot of open space.
Yes. Pero hindi talaga.
lumabas, right?
Grabe.
That you've mentioned, being away from your family during that time, your children, and everybody knows that you're a single mom. How do you balance your time? When you're busy with projects, how do you balance your time with the children and making sure that your presence is still felt by them?
Actually, now it's easier for me kasi all my kids are working na. They're
Okay.
old. My
Okay.
eldest is 38, my youngest is 23, but they're all working. But during the time na nag-school pa sila, ang hirap kasi sabi ko nga, di ba, I was never away from my children that long, ng 8 months.
Yeah.
So, syempre, buti na lang there's cellphone.
Technology.
May technology na. Ngayon, I just really always make it a point na kahit my 3 kids are with me, my eldest is, because she has her own
Family.
Yeah, not yet. Pero her partner, ayun lang. I just really want to make it a point na after work, I go home. Mas gusto ko kasi nasa bahay. Kasi parang feeling ko kahit old na yung mga kids ko, parang gusto rin naman nila ako na nasa bahay. Parang kasi I cook for them, I clean the house, ganyan. Parang I still do the things that I used to do for them. Minus lang yung bringing them to school, picking them up. But now I still do it. Kunyari may lakad sila and I'm still home. I'm home, I really volunteer. Saan kayo punta? Hatid ko kayo. I'll pick you up.
Nice.
Parang, hindi naman habit yun, pero I like doing that. It makes me happy.
Parang to make sure that, you're still part of their lives, kahit grown-ups na sila.
Because I know, sooner or later, all of them are gonna be going their own path. They're gonna have their own family. So I just wanna enjoy the time.
Are any of them do they want to do showbiz like you? Do they want to follow in your
None of them.
footsteps? Oh,
None of
wow.
them. Oo.
Really?
Hindi ko alam if they're shy, pero hindi naman sila shy, but once in a while they'll do guestings with me, but like really in front of the camera acting, no.
But did you want them when they were younger? Kasi alam ko may ibang showbiz parents that
stage
they don't
mom,
want their
yeah.
kids to be part of showbiz. The others naman, they encourage.
I never encouraged, but I
Okay.
never discouraged. So sa akin kasi, kung gusto nyo, okay lang, but kung ayaw nyo, okay lang din.
Yeah, but I believe Patricia had a bit of a stint as well in TV. I think The Biggest Loser, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
yes! Yeah. Oh, you know my daughter.
Sorry. But,
From the research box.
they had to do the research. But then, of course, what's your advice? What was your advice to her at that time? Kasi it was such a vulnerable
Yes,
show
it
to be
is.
on,
Yes.
to be quite
That's
honest.
true.
Kasi I can only imagine
She had
yung
to
scrutiny
go
and
through
ano,
so
yeah.
much. Pero nagulat ako kasi that was her decision. And sabi ko naman sa kanya, she was having issues with her,
Yeah.
sa kanya physically. Tapos, that was a good opportunity. Pero sabi ko sa kanya, if you wanna join, then go. But it's a commitment. So, she's very independent naman. So, okay lang. After that, na-happy naman ako kasi na-happy siya and she lost so much weight.
Yeah.
Diba, ang laking accomplishment nun for her. So I was really proud of her. I I cried when I saw her the first time.
Yeah.
Kasi sabi ko, oh my gosh. Sabi ko, ang laki nung pagbabago
Yeah.
sa kanya. So, yun. Okay
Yeah.
naman ako.
Now, Yayo, Monique and I would want to know.
Yes.
Because you've been in the industry for
I'll
so
sit
long.
back.
And look at you.
You look
Your beauty is
Sometimes
timeless.
I'm sitting right in front of me. I'm like, what do you do?
Yeah,
I want to know.
Yeah, sabi ko nga sa'yo, parang magka-age lang kayo ni Camille Pratt.
Oh my
But
gosh.
what's your
Magka-age ka rin ni
secret?
Basically, I probably look older than you.
What is your secret, Miss Yayo, to looking this fabulous?
I don't know kasi wala naman akong secret.
Okay.
I just really take good care of myself, especially now that I'm nearing having a card, like in a few years na mas senior citizen card. I just take care of at saka I always wanna be happy. Pero alam ko naman na everyday may stress. There's daily stress, mayroon talagang stress na malaki. Pero habit ko na yung hindi ako nagpapastress. Parang don't stress the small stuff.
Yeah.
Ganun
Hindi
ako
tayo
kasi.
mapapastress.
Dapat
At
happy
saka,
tayo every day.
siguro yung positive outlook.
Yeah.
Ganyan lang naman
Yes,
ako.
yeah.
Parang ako, hindi naman ako dead man na tao. But kung pwede lang, as much as possible, on a daily basis, parang, okay, dead ma. Bukas
we
okay
were,
na yan.
You know what we were showing on screen, no? Si Miss Yayo also looks like Bel Mariano.
That's what they always
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
I get that a lot.
Are you a Bel Donnie fan?
Yes, of course, I am.
Okay, Bel Donnie.
Grabe.
Well, actually, speaking of, is there a particular project that you wish to have in the future? Or is there a certain artista that you want to work with moving
On
forward?
top of my head, Vilma Santos.
Vilma Santos.
Oh, you've never.
Never.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Miss Vilma, if you're watching.
She knows
Miss
that. I
Vilma,
always
She knows
tell
that,
her
right?
that.
Aguila would want.
Well, hopefully there's
Yeah.
something in the works.
No, but I mean,
Maybe.
I think that's
Something cooking.
I believe that's every actor's dream or nasa bucket list yun ng mga
yeah, you know,
fellow
what I love about this conversation, especially looking about that yung longevity ng career nyo, it's there's a lot of gratefulness involved, and at the same time, there's also a lot of there are a lot of exciting things that always happen along the way,
Yes.
syempre. But you know, you mentioned the working with Vilma. Is there any particular project that you've dreamt of doing apart from working with Miss Vilma Santos that it's still part of your bucket list moving forward?
dream ko dati maging action star.
Really?
Pero syempre hindi na yun pwede ngayon. Hindi ko na yun kaya.
Bagman was an action movie. Bagman was an action
Yeah,
movie,
but
right?
I never did any
Yung
The
action
scenes.
action scenes.
yeah,
Really?
Yeah, I did one, pero not, it was like a big, yung scene na binaral ni Bagman yung, so
okay.
big scene yon.
Yeah.
So all I did was run.
Yeah.
Okay. Di ba?
So gusto mo mala Angelina Jolie,
Ganun.
Raya,
Dream ko yan
Brenda
talaga eh.
Smith.
Dream ko yan talaga
Why
eh.
not?
I mean, you can still do it.
No,
I don't think so.
to be fair, one of my goals is to get shot on camera one day.
What?
Like just
Okay, gawin
just
natin
be,
yun,
just
guys.
be overly dramatic like
Somebody,
one
I'm
day.
gonna buy a paintball.
Direct, you're hearing
I
this,
know.
right? Direct, bukas na bukas, we'll shoot
Like,
it.
I want
Wala
like
tayo bukas.
Monday.
topple over
We
a
have time to
table,
buy.
jump over a chair.
Ang saya kaya niyan, yung mababaril ka.
Ayan,
Yung
direct
kasi
already
may
said.
mga
Yeah,
nilalagay
direct
sila
said.
sa...
Yeah, exactly,
Okay.
exactly. Oh
You'll
my
stand
goodness.
there, Pao, tapos Monique and I
No,
will.
we'll find. One day, guys, one day.
Well, it was great having you, Miss Yayo. If before our closing remarks, before we go, for anybody aspiring to be
Closing
an
remarks,
artista,
informal naman natin.
I just want to know if you have any
Yeah,
words of
yeah.
encouragement other than be positive and be grateful. Are there any other tips that you can impart on our viewers who wants to be
especially
an
if they
artista?
want
And for us,
become
kasi gusto namin tumagal dito eh.
showbiz.
Not an artista, but yes.
Eh, Siyempre, ang lagi ko sinasabi, it's important na to get to know your craft. Kasi kahit ako, matanda na ako sa showbiz, pero for me, this is a learning process. Hanggang nandito ako, I learn so much from every project, and yung mga learnings ko, ina-apply ko pa rin yung daily, in my life, especially sa work. So yung mga gustong mag-artista, I mean, I'm not discouraging you, pero syempre, it's good na, you know, yung kung nandun yung talent or i-hone nyo pa yung talent nyo. Pero syempre, mas maganda yung prepared ka sa papasukin mo like sa industry natin. Mas maganda yung ganun.
Love the craft, not just the rewards.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Miss Yayo, maraming salamat. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much for
Ang
coming.
saya. It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day.
Yes. Beautiful morning.
You make waking up in the morning worth it. Thank you so much. Really
It's worth it
appreciate
now that I'm talking with you guys.
We need her
Super sulit yung pagising ng maaga.
Miss Yayo, you want to be our fourth host?
Extend pa natin to.
Come
Until
on,
later.
Kinikot natin si Asset Domingo. Miss Yayo, ikaw na yung fourth host namin.
Dips na dito sa chair na to.
Why not? Why not? All right, guys. Unfortunately, we have to move on because we're going to talk about a new viral post on social media that is renewing the discussion around bullying in schools. Now, we'll have that discussion after the break. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. A viral incident has renewed the conversation regarding bullying in schools. Now, how can we help those affected by bullying? Let's talk about this with psychologist Dr. Joey Intac. He now joins us live via Zoom. It's a beautiful day, Joey. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hi, good morning, Paolo. It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day, sir. So, of course, let's start off first with what bullying is. Kasi, aminin na natin, minsan there are going to be those occasional conflicts, disagreements, minsan may sigawan and all of that. What makes bullying different with regard to those disagreements? And, of course, is it a consistency thing? What are the attributes of bullying that makes it a bit unique?
Yeah. When we say bullying, Paolo, no, this is the right now. This is the talk of the town when it comes to bullying in DepEd, and also not also in DepEd but also in workplace, but also in higher education. So when we say bullying, bullying is unwanted. No, it is a form of it is a form of aggressive behavior. That involves real or imagined or perceived power imbalance. So, what the bullying is all about, this is intentional harm to the victim, and also this is repetition, no, and also power. No, there are two things that we can say that this behavior or that this act is bullying. No, again, power number one. So when kids who bully they use their power to bully others, and their purpose is to control or harm others. And the second one is repetition. Paulit-ulit. Yeah. It's more than once, or the potential to happen more than once. Okay. Now, when it comes to conflict and disagreements among children, actually this is normal. No, disagreements and conflicts are normal of a child's development, and that also can help communicate their needs and boundaries as well.
Right.
No, actually there are different kinds of conflicts and disagreements. So like personal disagreements, children may have different, they have different values, they have different beliefs and interests, and also it happens when there is a competition. Again, competition is a healthy way that leads to conflict maybe, and especially when children are striving for better grades, particularly sa school, no? And also other kind of conflicts and disagreements. Again, this is our normal. Children, physical influence. No, children may push each other, fight, or take toys away.
Yeah.
No, and that's really a form of communication, and that their needs and boundaries should be followed as well.
You know what, Joey? I'm a mom, and I've experienced this myself with my daughter, because when she was younger, she was actually bullied in school because of her weight. And we would always tell her that if you are being bullied by your classmates, your friends, you have to tell your teacher, you have to speak up, because some of the bullied students, they don't really tell anyone. They just keep it to themselves. So we always tell her, like, you have to tell your teacher, and you have to tell us, your parents. Now, for our viewers, our parents who are watching, how can they teach their children to recognize when the behavior already crosses the line into bullying?
Yeah, all right, thank you. That's one way of parents should be the one to look into this different kinds of to recognize those behavior. Again, bullying is intentional harm to the victim, and also it should be it is repetition. So parents should teach children to clearly define and explain what is bullying all about. No, and also parents can also use age appropriate language, no, to describe different forms of bullying, like if it is physical, if it is verbal, social, or cyberbullying, no. And also parents can use a role playing scenarios, like they can act out common situations where behavior might escalate into bullying. Take for example, friendly teasing, no, yung ano lang, yung simpleng bully, simpleng joking lang sa kaibigan. It is different from hurtful. It is different from hurtful mocking, no. And also they can use empathy, no. Teach your children to encourage children to think about how their actions affect others. This is very important. Like asking, yeah, like asking questions like, how would you feel if someone said or did that to you? You know, that's how, and highlight the importance of facial expressions and body language, and to understand how others feel. So that's one way of a parent should teach the children to, in order for them to really understand if the bullying is really crossed the line.
Yeah, so Doc, I think all of us here in the studio can confidently say we've all been bullied once or a couple times in our life, and it's easier said than done, like to say to speak up, right? So, I mean, apart from speaking up, what other tools or strategies can you recommend for children to use to assert themselves, or when they need to seek help? When they feel bullied.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, there are different, children can use different tools and strategies to assert themselves or seek help when when they feel bullied. Like one of that is really the assertive communication. No, when you say assertive communication, they can use I statements. The word I, ako, no, and teach children to express their feelings calmly and firmly. Like for example, I don't like it when you do that. Please stop. Okay? So instead of using you statement, ikaw kasi may kasalanan eh. You. It is something like parang siya pa yung may kasalanan. Instead, I statement na nasasaktan ako, nagagalit na ako. So you use I statement to assert themselves. And also, you also practice, children can also practice, a strong voice. Like, you teach them that you stand tall and look to the person eye, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Eye to eye, to convey assurance. Yes, Paolo. And also, they can also seek help from trusted adults. Like encourage children to identify and reach out to trusted adults like teachers, school counselors, parents, no. And also the last one thing is they have to build support system. I usually ask this to my clients, that they have to really encourage children to form friendship with peers and treat them kindly and stand up for them in challenging situations. Support groups are really important when it comes to this kind of, a form of bullying.
Doc, you bring up a lot of great points there. And of course, we're dealing with how children should deal with it. Pero syempre, there are moments wherein the bullying does affect them as they grow a bit older, affecting how they form relationships. Even there are even instances of adult bullying, to be quite frank, na minsan may mga bully regardless of the age. But can you tell us, siguro, what are the long-lasting effects of bullying if not addressed? And of course, how can people be a bit more empathetic with regard to seeing those who are being bullied and trying to help them out through certain situations, even if minsan it might feel like, okay, I might be jumping into this person's business when I'm not supposed to.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, persistent bullying, Paolo, during childhood can have a profoundly effect on a child's ability to form healthy relationships and later in life, no. And one of those bullying can influence relationship building, like they have trust issues, no. One of that is hypervigilance, no. So victims of bullying may become overly cautious and distrustful to others, and they fear that new relationship could lead to betrayal or harm. Parang tingin nila, sasaktan na naman ako nito, hindi na naman ako nito, baka they have this really super vigilance about themselves and to others. Baka may motive kaagad palagi.
Yeah.
That's really the effect. And another one is that could really lead to a low self-esteem. No, victims of bullying they have this negative self-image. They have persistently low. They could erode self-confidence and making individuals fear. You feel these children later in life they would feel unworthy of love, respect, or kindness. And also, aside from that, they could have lead into a people-pleasing personality.
Yeah.
No, dahil nabully sa mga bata, yeah. Yeah, that's why to avoid conflict or rejection, they may become overly accommodating other people's opinions than them, that they could really affect their judgment. And instead of prioritizing their needs, they prioritize others' needs over their own. And the last one that could really affect later in life is social anxiety. They will have the tendency to isolate themselves. They can withdraw themselves from social settings, social gathering. That's why may mga tao ayaw na lumabas. They avoid relationships to protect themselves from potential harm.
Doc Joey, we really appreciate all the words. For those who want to reach out to you, who wants to consult with you, and of course, who want to learn more about it, where can they reach and find you?
Yeah, my clinic or my virtual clinic, you can find me at my webpage. That's Transcendence Ecological Services. And also, I have a clinic here at home at 13 Martires City, Cavite po.
Thank you so much. That is psychologist Joey Intac for giving us a bit more of a briefer and more knowledge on bullying. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, looking for lunch ideas? Sorry, Mo, this is yours.
Yeah, I was like, it's okay, you can take it if you want. Well, are you guys looking for lunch ideas this Friday? Nagpapabida si Paolo. How about you have some good old sinigang? Because it's not only a comfort food, it's also world class. The classic sour broth dish is ranked number 41 on Taste Atlas's list of 100 best dishes in the world for the year. It received a 4.5 out of 5 rating from the Travel Online Guide. Taste Atlas noted how its sour lightness perfectly matched the Philippines' harsh tropical heat. Sinigang previously placed 97th in the list for 2023. Another Filipino dish, chicken inasal, made it to the top 100 list at number 72. So, Paolo, let me ask you first, since you want to take my segment. Okay, what's
Segment
your
mo talaga pagkain, no?
Always.
Yeah.
Kaya ba ako?
And
But it's
she
fine.
really has to have that
Food
sinigang
is
because
like
of the way she says
sinigang.
sinigang. Yeah.
What's your favorite sinigang dish? Like, how do you like
You know, the thing is, I did not think that sinigang was the best, would be the best Filipino dish in that list. But since it's there, of course, I understand. Kasi it sometimes, it just fits the setting. Like kapag maulan,
Yeah.
and then obviously we had a lot of storms recently, and right now the weather's a bit cool. Yeah, it just works. Do I have a favorite? Not in particular.
I mean,
but
a preferred one, like
Yeah, I
shrimp,
know.
bangus, salmon.
It's sorry, what's that?
Salmon.
Salmon. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, but I mean, like, I really have a hard time picking. How about you?
Pork sinigang.
Pork
Sinigang
sinigang
na
for
baboy.
you.
It has to be
Yeah.
steaming hot. And then, kailangan may taba-taba yan, right? The fat content, kailangan
Yeah.
balance of fat and meat. Tapos you have that patis with sili and,
Oh, the patis.
and calamansi. Oh my
Kaya
goodness.
that's why we want to visit Anne at home.
Yeah,
Kasi
go, go.
napaka-detailed yung sinigang niya. Like what she explained.
How about you? Don't tell me it's salmon.
You guys already know my favorite sinigang gang. And
What
actually,
is it?
pork. Alam niyo na,
ano,
kasi actually my
short
lola asked
rib.
me, what do you want to eat today for lunch? And I said, sinigang na short ribs.
Short rib sinigang.
And I also
From
love
Bilyonaryo.
sinigang. So,
Yeah.
Bilyonaryo. So, sinigang na short ribs and sinigang na salmon belly. It's so good.
What? No!
It's so yummy. With extra radish, okra, and what is the green thing you guys put here?
Kangkong.
Kangkong.
Yeah.
Yes, and that,
Oh.
it's so good. Oh my God. I'm
It
gonna
has
die.
to have a lot of gabi.
Extra
Can
asim
we
and gabi.
also-
Gabi, yeah.
And extra asim. Oh my, if it's not asim, I don't want it.
I also want to, I apologize to all of our viewers na all of a sudden, like, oh my gosh. I feel, no. But, no,
it needs to be
but
asim
we
naman
love it. No,
talaga.
we love
Yes,
it. All
yes.
joking aside, we love it. But then we also want to say thank you to Chicken Inasal for being on that list also. So we
Chicken
can talk
Inasal,
about
so
Chicken
good.
Inasal
Oh,
also. I
yeah.
love Chicken Inasal.
Bring out the extra rice.
No, I love chicken inasal, especially when you can have that chicken oil on the rice
Oh, that's
with
the
the
best
garlic.
part.
Oh, it's
Yes,
so
I don't
good.
like chicken oil.
No, that's because you're a
My
fitness
girl.
instructor, okay? My gosh.
Kaya you look like that and Paolo and I look like this. Chicken oil for life.
No!
Chicken oil on the
rice.
garlic rice,
Oh
the,
my
on the
God.
side, tapos ano to.
I don't even want to picture
Look,
it
I
in my
love,
head.
look, guys, go to Bacolod, go to Manukan country, okay?
You know
Away,
what soup though goes with with inasal?
What?
The kansi.
Yeah, the
that
sour
works, that
soup.
works.
That's also so good. I just tried that for the first time.
That's kind of
I was
like,
it's so
alam mo,
good.
mag-overtime ata tayo dahil sa pagkain.
That's
no?
kind of like sinigang also. So maybe that's why both of them are on the list. Sinigang and the chicken inasal.
Chicken
They
inasal.
kind of go together.
Again,
yeah,
again,
perfect.
I will still fight for sisig has to be on whatever list
sige,
for top
sisig
100.
go na.
Sisig has to be there.
Okay.
Bicol Express has to be
Okay,
there
yes.
also. We have a
should-
lot of cuisine that...
Let's bring all the
Before
food.
before Christmas, we should have like a segment where we bring in all our favorite foods, tas put it there on the table, tas we try it.
It's so
Each of
early
us will
to
try
bring
it.
all that food.
Pwede, we
Okay,
can.
no, happy yung crew. They're all not.
Diba? Yeah, let's
Oo,
bring
yung
enough
prod
here
din,
for
si
the
Direk din,
crew.
oo.
And then we'll lay it down here on our center table. Tapos
Tapos
we will
tayo lang
take
kakain.
turns.
Kailangan natin ubusin by
We'll
the end
take
of the show.
turns tasting it, diba, guys? That would be a great
That's
idea.
early Noche Buena, by the way, and that is because malapit na tayo mag Noche Buena.
Yes.
Because in only 12 days! 12 days before, it's the song, 12 days before Christmas. My goodness. But that is it for us today, December 13th, Friday the 13th, the last one of 2024. We hope that you have a lucky day ahead as well. I'm Paolo del Rosario. Thank you very much for joining us.
I'm Anne Asis-Carilo. Always remember to celebrate each day and spread love and kindness wherever you go.
And I'm Monique Tuzon. May you all have a great weekend ahead. Join us again on Monday at 7 a.m. only here on
It's a beautiful day.